Welcome to this C++ in game dev video. In this video we'll define some types that I will use throughout the game and that will simplify the management of different types I need in the game. So at first it will be just defining numbers and strings. I will also create logging system. So a log class that I will be able again to use everywhere in my game that will log to the console but also to a game file, actually to a log file. Because sometimes when your game crash, you need to have a file that has saved everything. Everything that happened and lead to the crash. So let's do it. First I will start with my defines. Okay. So let's call it gamey. Here I will define some types. The first define I want types and also sometimes some macro. I will define actually I will define a macro first. So here, no, it's not here, it is in engine. Here you've seen that I use this. This is not very nice to read, so I want to define a macro to replace this. So I will call it GAPI, and I will use this as the macro. And here now, so it is in engine, I can use GAPI and I just have to include defines. Fine, so way easier to read. So this macro will be used each time I want to export a function to the game. So here I just need to export start. But with my logging system, I will also need this. Okay, then I will define other stuff. So first types. Okay, so I want a character. So I want to define unsigned types, signed types, and also strings. So U32 and U64. Actually long. Okay. And now I do the same for signed types. Nice. Now let's define floats. And double. So for those who don't know it, this is the size in bits of the type I'm using. I will also define a type for, it's just a practical question, I will define the type str instead of std string. So just because it's way easier to use str each time. So I suppose I need to include this. And I think that's all. What could I add? Well, I think that's not bad. Oh, maybe I will define a last macro, because I want later my game engine to be cross-platform. So I want to know when I am on Windows, because on Windows I will use certain specific Windows function, like for instance, just after I will define, I will declare a way to log what I want to log in the console, but with colors, which is way better. But for this, I need to use a Windows API. So what I will do is, if is defined Win32 or any variant of it, so it could be underscore Win32 or underscore Win32, I will define a macro called gplatform Windows. Yeah, for now it's good, and later maybe I will do a port under Linux. And if actually this should be true. Okay. Oh, and maybe also I should define a macro for debugging. So this is platform. And also a macro for debugging. So you define debug or just like this. I will define a macro called gdebug. Actually one. Okay. Oh, and here platform window should be 1, 2. Okay, fine. Can I reload CMake? Okay, for now it seems it's not taken into account. We'll see that later. Okay. Now I will add my logging system. So let's create a new class called log. So the system I will create is not the best ever logging system, and I think, no, it's not engine, it's gamey. Maybe I should create some namespaces too. We'll see that later too. It's not the best system. I think it's not multi-thread proof, but at least for what we will do now, it should be okay, and maybe I will improve it later. So the principle of it is quite simple. So in which order would I want to present this to you? Okay. So I have a log class. What I will do is, each time I want to log something, I will create a log object, and then it will save something to a file when it goes out of scope, when it is destroyed, okay? So in order to do this, I need to create a constructor and a destructor that will be usable by the game. So GAPI log, and same with the destructor. Okay, I need to include defines. Okay. I'll delete the copy constructor and operator, so log. And the attribution operator should be deleted too. Okay. Okay. Now, when I want to log something, I want to use the stream operator. So I will need, yeah, how to say it? I will need a way to access the stream operator. So what I will do is define an exported function. So it would be string stream. And it will return a reference to this string stream. And also, so when I will use this get function that will send me the stream of the logging file, I will pass a log level. So I need to define those log levels with an enum class. So I think Raylib already has actually a system of logging that I will use. So log, yeah, it's trace log, and I think we have like, yeah, log. We have known, or we have trace, warning, info, fatal, error, and debug. Okay, so 6. And log none, I don't know what it is. Okay, so we have 6 parts. Fine, I will use those 6 too. So let's go back to my logging system, log level. So I will have fatal. Should I use, maybe I should use the Raylib numbers. So log fatal. Which number is it? It is 6. I will have error. I will have warning. Info. Debug. And trace. So I don't see the point in, so this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well. Yeah, actually it's reverse. It's reverse if I compare it to my system. So what I will do is actually put here, so this is 6. I will 6 minus this. I want the most important log level to be 0 actually, so I will use 6. Okay. Fine. And so now I was defining my get function. So my get function will actually take a log level as a parameter, and there will be a default value that will be info. Okay. I will also need a restart function in order to restart my logging if I need it. And I will actually declare it as static because I want to restart it before the logging. Actually, this will, as I told you, this will be only used, and the logging object will be used each time I want to log something. Then it will be destroyed. So my restart function should be static so that it can do something before anything is instantiated. Okay, so the restart function will be a void function. Actually, I need void. Okay, fine. Okay, now my member variables. So as I told you, I will need a stream and I will need a file to store some things. So the stream will be created each time I want to log something. String stream. I will call it stream. Why is stream not okay? Oh, because I need to include, I suppose it would be a stream. So I need to include a stream for this, yes. And I will also need to include the file stream because I want to log into a file. So here I will have a static fstream. Actually, OF stream. This will be the file I will log to. Again, this will be static because I want this file to exist even if something is instantiated and destroyed. Okay, and I will need a value to be the current log level. So by default, it will be trace. Fine. I think that's good for a start. I just need a number that will be the max log level. Okay. So this will actually be a global variable. So let's use const exp. Sorry, it is a int, and this will be max log level. Maybe I should use this. I'm not sure about what I want for my const exp expression. I could use them as macro too. Yeah. So I won't have differences between macro and const exp expressions, but that's not bad because I actually should replace my macro by const exp. So this will be, for now, trace. but this does not work because there is no cast between log level and this, so I have to statically cast it. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is the way to define the maximum log level I want. Maybe, yeah. So this will be when it is debug. So I can actually use a macro here, if def gdebug. I want this to be used, else if it's not a debug, I will just want errors to be the max level. Okay, what could I add? Why it's not detected? Well, it should work. Okay, and now I need a way to call my log class. So again, I will use a macro. Why do I want to use a macro? Because I want, if I have a debug log level that is greater than this, I want to call my log class, instantiate it, and do something with it. But if not, I want to call nothing. I want my code to be blank actually. So macros are good for this. So define log that will pass level arguments. Maybe I could use constx for this. I will see later. So here I want to cast my level. Sorry. And if this level is greater than the max log level, actually this would also be written like this. Well, if the level is greater, I need to write nothing. But else, I need to call log.get with level. And that's it. Yep, that's it. Okay. So this will be the way I will call my log system. So now I still have to implement those functions. So let's do it. So first, let's implement the constructor. Oh, by the way, just before forgetting it, here I have a static file, so I have to define this file in my CPP file too. It's OF, yeah, it is a string. Okay, so here I will just open the file. And I want to open a file, and I have to tell which file I want to open then. So let's call it, how should I call it actually? Reveries.log. Okay, and I want to open it for the app. Okay, and that's all. So here it just opened the file. Then I will pass something to put in the file, and then I will close the file. So when closing the file, I will use a destructor. So I want to write both in the stream and also in the file. So for the stream, it will be stream. So yeah, I am at the moment where when I'm closing the file. So when I close it, I will just add an end line. And for the file, I will just copy everything that is in the stream into the file. Okay, fine. And now, so I have several ways to do it. I will start with a simple way. The simple way is just to use stdc out and also then write what is in the stream into it. This is the same. Actually, I could do it like this. Is it stdc out? Yes. I will need to include IOStream then. Okay, so now everything is put in the file or in the standard console out. I just need to empty the stream. And close the file that will save it. Okay, fine. This is okay for the constructor and destructor. And now I want to implement get and restart. So let's take them. Okay. About get. What I want to do in get is actually put the data in the stream. Okay. So why did I change it? So what I would like to do is something like this. So it's quite easy actually. It's just taking the stream and put data in it. And then it will return something. So it could be like log. So I put data in it, and then because I will return this, if you check in my log file, because I will return this, I will be able to put additional data in it, and this additional data will go here after this log. So what I would want to do is here in this logging part, add some details. I want to add the level of gravity, not gravity, the level of problem of my logging, and I also want to add a date, so the moment it happened. Okay. So in order to do this, I will need new functions. I will need a function to write the label in function of the log level, and also a function to get a date and put it here. So I will create those two functions as private elements. So it will be get label, actually not log, so get label. Oh, I'm not getting used to this. This should be big data. So here it will be the same, and I think that's all. Okay, so get label will have a log level. Okay, and as I told you, we also need a get date function. And this get date will return something quite precise. It will return an array of 19 characters. Okay, and this array, I could use std array here. Oh no, I don't need to include it. So it will return, so get date, this array, and should I? Oh, it should be fine. Okay. So what I will want here is for my logging system, I will want get date, dot data in order to what was the problem? Okay, in order to get a car from an array of car from the get date. So this will display the date of the logging. Then I put a space. Then I put my get label function. And pass my log level. Okay. And then a column. And then some space. Okay. I don't know why get date is not working here. Implicit instantiation of undefined template. Okay, it's because I have not included array, so I need to include it. I'm not sure I should include it here. Well, okay, now it's good. Yeah, get, and this is restart. Okay, and because it should return a O string stream, I need to return stream, I think. Oh, by the way, maybe there could be a problem because here I have my log level. No, it's fine. It's fine. So I need to implement those functions, get date and get label. So Okay, get label will be just a switch. It won't be rocket science. So I need a label. I will return this label. Label, actually, we say in English, not label. Label is in French. I will switch on the log level. And yes, then case log level. What do I need? Fatal. Label will be equal to fatal, and then break. Okay, so I need to do this 6 times. Then error. Then warning. Then it is info. And debug. And then trace. Okay, I return the label in the end and everyone's happy. Fine. So to get the date may be a little more difficult because it actually depends the system you're on. So here I will just create the date for the Windows system. I won't go into details, you can see Microsoft documentations. So here I will only do this if I'm on Windows. Sorry. So if I'm on Windows, I need a type called time to create it. I will need an array of this. Actually, I don't need this, I think. And I will need a struct called time info. Okay. So now I use a time function in order to get the time to now. So I need to pass it as a pointer. And I will format it. So first getting the local time. And then format it. So str format time. I will format this to my date pointer. So I need the size of this pointer, of the table. That is behind the pointer. And then the format will be the year, then the month, then the day, then the hour, then minutes. Actually, I need the point here, column here, then minutes, then seconds. Okay, and pass the time info too. On Linux it won't be the same because I'm actually using Windows safe functions. So yeah, for now I won't implement it for Linux, so I will just create the array and and return the date. So for now on Linux you would have an empty date. Okay, so I have this function, I could use them here, that's fine. And I need to implement the restart function. So my restart function will actually reopen a file. So I should actually create a const exp with this, I think. I will create it here. I do this. It is not a constant expression. Mm-hmm. If I do it like this, is it better? Oh. I don't want this. If I just do a const str, is it fine? Okay. So I will have to dig. I'm not very used to const exp, so I will have to dig on it. Okay, and then in my restart file, I will restart the file, so it will clear the file actually. Yeah, so I'll open the file. But to truncate it, and then I close it. Okay, fine. So I have a working logging system here, but I still don't have the colors I want. So first I will try it. I think it's the best thing I can do, and then we will add colors. Okay. So let's try it. So for instance, in engine, I could like say, okay, window initialize here. So in order to use it, I have to include log. Oh, sorry. And here, what I will do is log, giving a log level. So my log level for this will be info. And I will say window initialized. Okay, so as you've seen, I am using the stream operator. I will actually, if this will be replaced by if static, etc., and it will use log get. and logget will take this, add it at the end of this, so after the date and the label. And then, because it will go out of scope immediately, it will execute this. So take the stream, put it, close the stream, put it in the file, put it in the console, and then clear the file and close the file and clear the stream. Okay, because it will open the file. So this is append. So it will mean that when I open the file, everything that I will put in the file will be appended actually, appended to the file. So it will add something into the file. Okay, so I will just try to. So here I initialize, and here I say the game is finished. So I will say bye. Oh, and maybe I will add game loaded here. So let's see if this is working. So not yet, but maybe I should recompile everything. Okay, so that's good. Let's launch it. And here it's working. You see we have window initialized, game loaded, and when I close it, I have my buy here. Okay. Oh, actually my hour is not good here. So I need to. Oh, as you've seen, actually SDL is not using this. Not SDL, sorry. Raylib is not using the same format. So maybe I should use the format from Raylib. It would be better. So they first have the type, and then I will add the time. Okay, so I need to correct my hour. So what's the problem with the hour? Oh, it's because it's not a dollar, it is a percent. Okay. Then, so maybe instead of using this getLabel function, what I should do here is, oh, but I want as a date. Yes, I need to change this. The point is, if I use, okay, so what I will do is I will actually mimic Raylib. So it's using this. Then I want a time. So how should I do it? Maybe I write it this way. Sorry. And I will actually put some space here. And so I have to change here to capital letters. Fatal, error, warning, info, and debug, and trace too actually. So this should be quite similar to Raylib logging. Okay. Here you see I have the same. The only point is now I have my date. So that's fine. But in order to get a better reading of this, I would like to have colors. And in order to have colors, I will need to use the Windows console system. So I will create a new function called console write, and this console write will write in the console, but in the Windows console, using window function. So I will create it as a private function. So it will be a void function console write. It will send a message. And a log level. Actually, I'm not sure I really need this. Well, we'll see later. Okay. So let's generate a definition. Now it's compiled. Okay. So here, maybe what I could do is allow me to think a little. Where should I use this? Yeah. Okay. So in order to use this, I need two Windows headers, and I only need them if I'm under Windows. So if def platform window Windows I will include Windows.h and Windows x.h. What's the problem here? Okay, it's fine. So now, for my function, console write, what it could do is actually, if it will do something if platform Windows is defined. Oh yeah, I want it. Else it will do another stuff. And if. So what it will do when the platform is not defined is this. You see out. And what I want to pass here is a message. I'm sick, I can pass it this way. Okay. And when it is defined, so here I need to replace this with console write. Actually, it's console write. The stream to str and the log level. Oh, okay. This is when I need my log level, actually. When I need the log level that is stored in the class. Because here I need to pass it. So if I have to pass it, I actually have to set it. So I will actually set it here. Log level equal level. I'm reusing class from former engines. So this is why so a lot of stuff are already prepared. Okay, I set it here and then I pass it here, so it's fine. And in console write, oh, what's the problem here? So I need to initialize this. Same here. And here I will use the Windows API. So first, I need an array of colors that I will use. Windows use byte system, bit sets actually to store the colors. So I need an array of 6 bytes. And in it, so this will be the levels, and I will use the numbers that are, so those are the bits that are used actually to store the color. Let's add a comment here because no one can guess it. Colors for fatal, error, warning, info, debug, and trace. Okay, so I got my colors. Then I need a handle for the console, so it's Windows specific stuff. Console handle. Get std handle, std, output handle. Why is not handle happy? Oh, because I need a semicolon here. Okay, then set console text attribute, the console handle, and I will pass the colors levels. And so here I need to use my log level. And I have to cast it, because again, it's a log level. Static cast to I32. So this is a level parameter I pass here. So this will set the colors. Output debug string A. So I append, do I? Yes, I think I append this into the console. So the message, and it is a CSTR, but with the window type. So I think this is, okay, this will be the message, and I think this is the number of things I will write. I'm not really sure about that. So the console handle, the message. Again, if you're curious about this, and I'm not, if you're curious about this, you just have to check the Microsoft documentation that is very well written. I just have checked it the first time I've written this code, but now once is enough. I may actually, now I'm coding on Windows, but I may be coding on Linux too. It's just that most people are working on Windows, so I suppose it was a good thing for you. This is a static cast actually. A good thing for you to start on Windows, but I will do a video about converting this to Linux. Okay, number written and a null pointer. Okay. This will actually write into the console and normally with colors. So let's try it. First I need to compile it, I'm not sure it would work. so it failed. What did it fail? Okay, I've been doing some research, and actually the problem we have here with it not being able to compile, if I include the Windows files, so you may see it. Okay, the problem we have here is that close window and show cursor are also functions of Windows H and Windows XH, so that we cannot use at the same time Raylib and this. So maybe a workaround would be to create a function outside of this class in order to use this. So I try that. Let's create in my engine a new class called platform utils. Okay, and in this class I will want to create this console write function. So where is it? Log. Oh, create here. So I will use this, and maybe in a specific namespace. Yes, maybe using a namespace would help too. Okay, where's the class I just created? Here. So I will create a namespace here. Utils. Then I will paste my function here. I want this to exist. So console write. I need to include define. Okay, and I need to. Well, I can maybe just pre-declare log level in a class. Okay. What's the problem here? Oh yeah. Actually, okay, this is the problem. Do I really need a class? I'm not sure. Maybe I should just use a function. Okay, a defined function like this, and in platform utils I will include log. And Windows X. So let's get back to log.cpp. Okay. Okay, so now I have created this function here. I might just use it here, so this I can delete. I would include platform utils. And here, instead of using this, I can actually delete it. Instead of using this, I would call console write here from utils console write. Maybe it would work. Not exactly the same. Yeah. Console write. Oh, it's because it's not defined actually. Utils. but I'm not sure. I may still have my, because I'm using log here, but do I need log actually? I suppose I need it for log level. Maybe I can redefine it just to check it would work. Oh, yeah, this is needed by relib, so let's do it by hand. I don't want to, I want to get rid of relib. Okay. Maybe array is not declared, okay. Include array. Okay, this is working. So I just had to redefine this. So it means that maybe I should define this in another header file. So I will do that now. Loglevel.h, new header file, loglevel.h. Okay, add. So I would take it from here. And where's my platform utils? Okay. And sorry, here. Okay, I can define it here, and do I need log level here? Yes, I do. So I will include log level. Sorry, log level. Fine. Okay, now I have something that builds. And now, as you can see, I have colors. Oh, it's quite fun. Actually, when I change my colors, it also changed Raylib colors. So maybe I should set again the white color when it is done. I don't know if I can do that. So here you see this is Raylib function. Here I have my function, and now it's changed color. Can I reset color then? Okay. Set color text attributes. Yeah, I can reset color to trace. I don't know if trace is the right one, but let's try. Oh, here I also need to include log level, actually. Yes. Okay, so now it's turning into gray, and actually it's not gray I want, it is white. So I'm not sure what is the right color for white. So it must be 7. Okay, this is that. So it's the default color. Default color is 7. Okay, nice. we have got back to some coloring info, so now I can check my own log. And what could I add about this? Oh yeah, I've done a little homework too. So you remember here, I wanted to pass the unique pointer to the game through the start function. Okay, so actually the right way to do it, or at least an optimized way, is to use no except here. So I don't want this to start an exception. Okay. Then again, to move the unique pointer to game, this is right. And in my main file, don't forget here it is a R value we are passing, so there are the two ampersands. And in my main here, instead of this very complex code, what I could just do is just create the pointer as a R value and pass it directly. It's a R value because it's something that is on the right of the equal sign. So this should work, and this is way simpler as a code. And as you can see, we can start the game again. Okay, fine. I think that's all. Or what we could do is, actually I promise you a little refactoring, so let's do it. So I wanted to replace every std string by the define. Here we have defined by str actually. So I just need to include define. So str, I can also change this to i32. Str i32. Okay, in engine too, yeah. Okay, fine. Where do I need it again? Here. str. Okay, we're not bad. This is not me. And oh yeah, here in engine start. Okay. Have I used the int somewhere? Oh yeah, in my main file. Actually, in my main file it's okay. I don't want to include define here. Oh, maybe it's already included. No, it's not. Where do I use int? Somewhere else. Okay, it seems to be good. Also, I want to restart the log file, because here, as you've seen, the log file is not restarting, it starts over each time. So it doesn't start over each time. So I want to change this in the main file. What I can do here is include log and just use the static function log restart. And if it compiles, it should be okay. Okay, no circular include. Okay, and now if I go to Reveries log, I just have one instance of the game running. Okay, fine. So this little refactoring is done. It's working well. So I can leave you now. I wish you a good day and see you in the next video. Bye!